Do you want to know what happens when you don't have a lot of games to review over your vacation? This video you pulled up on YouTube right now is the exact answer to that question. I found this game in my cousin's closet, and honestly, I've never heard of it in my entire life. Finny the Fish and the Seven Waters. Honestly, my expectations for this game were a little low. Although, considering it was made by Natsume, the same company that made Harvest Moon, I think we might have a chance here. Or not.
Oh, Finny the Fish, why am I playing you? Don't give me that for the enjoyment of others card. This should never be played. The reason I hit the start button so quickly was because you couldn't even believe how badly I wanted to get this over with. When you actually hit the start button, however, the opening cutscene really explains a lot. And by a lot, I mean not at all. It literally starts out by some ancient turtle monk guy talking about the end of the world or something, and then they show the turtle guy, who I honestly thought was a frog, putting a statue on a thing and then teleporting away in fear. Then came the most irritating loading screen ever. Well, okay, it's not so much irritating as it is just a little annoying. Just take a moment to analyze this loading screen. You can't even read now loading on the right side because it's moving backwards. And if they already have a loading bar in the front, then why do they need this huge Broadway production of now loading going on in the back? Then they just throw you right in. You play as a fish named Finny, and they have barely even explained that in the story yet. So, where do I go? Let's just talk to the frog in a shell. His voice is a little unpleasant to the ears, if you know what I'm saying. However, the tutorial does manage to explain how the basic game mechanics work. You have to catch fish by swimming up to them and pressing the square button, and to escape from lures you either have to swim down and press circle and the line gets red, or you can jump in the air and remove the lure by pressing square. My only real problem with the tutorial is that Mr. Turtle McSunflower Head over here explains everything so slowly. And after the tutorial, you climb a waterfall and retrieve a ring that makes you a master or something, and Finny gets it on his tail, because he's a natural fish thug. Hey bro, you looking pretty fly up in these waters.
This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. This is why.
Then you're finally ready to go into the actual game. And in the first area is where you meet a very strange frog character.
I had a bomb and a detonator somewhere. Have you seen them?
Oh, a detonator and a bomb? First off, where did you get a bomb and a detonator? You're a frog who lives underwater. How could you possibly have access to these utilities? Second, if I had seen a bomb and a detonator around here, I would have either A, left it where it was because danger, or B, turned it into the authorities. Who would see a bomb and a detonator and be like, well, I think I'll just put this in the good old pocket and use it later? Well, unless you're playing Fallout, or Call of Duty, or Bomberman. Moving on. Now, no more joking around. This game is pretty difficult. Managing Finny's hunger is pretty hard, and avoiding other hungry sea monsters is kinda tricky sometimes. And that's not because the game is challenging in a fair way, it's just because of the tricky camera. One thing I hate about this game, besides how ridiculous the everything else is, I hate the camera, mainly because there is none. Well, there is, but it's not worth anything. The camera always stays positioned behind Finny except for when he's eating fish. And do you like to use the right analog stick for camera controls? Then forget about it, because the left analog stick controls both the camera and the character, which means trying to look around is like having your eyeballs stuck to the top of your head. A Kezu would have an easier time looking around, and for those of you who aren't too educated in the ways of Monster Hunter, Kezus don't have eyes! Although, to be fair, some of the environments in this game are pretty well designed, for a cartoony PS2 game at least, and the character models don't look too bad. Ugh, why am I supporting this game? Natsume, you screwed up here! Speaking of environments, do you see this mini-map in the corner over there? Well, it's useless. The game's environments are so windy and bendy that you can't really make it out without pausing the game and looking at the full map. And when you actually find which way to go, the camera will just screw you up directionally because, like I said, the left analog stick controls everything. That along with how fast Finny's hunger level drops, or should I say rises? I don't really know. Basically, Finny's hunger doesn't help whatsoever, because you always have to stop and devour some poor fish or bug while trying to escape the stupid lures, meanwhile dodging the stupid tigerfish sea monsters. And there's one other thing weighing you down: collecting all of the fish and all of the lures. That is the only way you can 100% complete the game. It's a load of garbage! Normally I would be okay if this game were actually a good collectathon like Banjo-Kazooie, Spyro the Dragon, or Mario 64, but it isn't.
Well, would you like to see more gameplay of it so I can trash it some more? Well, too bad. When I tried to open up the game again, the memory cards wouldn't read at all. So I guess we're just stuck with the terrible gameplay we got of it so far. And I think that's for the best. That's it, I'm done!
Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching today. If you liked the video, then like it, and if you really liked it and want to see more content, then hit that subscribe button. Now I have a couple of quick announcements to make regarding my channel. First off, I apologize for taking so long to upload this video. I just started school again, and editing takes a pretty long time. Second, sadly I will be canceling the Star Wars Battlefront series I was running because I was recording it on my cousin's PS3, and I don't have access to it right now, so the series will start back up in a couple of months. Thirdly, I did some Let's Play videos with my friend Abel Druid on his channel, so you should definitely check those out. I will leave a link to his channel in the description, and I will also leave an annotation for you to hit real fast. Yet again, like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. See you next time!